Welcome everyone again to our e-learning portal. So in the previous session we have discussed about the file handling, like how we can write data in file and how we can read the data. And now we are going to see some more topics in the file handling. So let's start without any further delay and quickly see our agenda for today. So guys, here you can see our agenda. The first part is the file handling. Yes, we're discussing about that. Then we will talk about the different types of modes in file handling, like the I think we have discussed about the read, write, and append. Now we'll see like how we can open the file in binary mode, like RB, WB, R plus, or like we have a lot of modes there. Then we'll also see how we can work with the CSV files, and we'll also see like how many ways we have for reading a file or for opening a file. So let's see all of these in a theoretical manner also for like getting the idea of the concept of all these topics. And after that, we'll see some examples on Python so that we'll understand the concepts of all the things. So let's get started with the parts on the one note and then we'll move further. So guys, first of all, let's talk about the file handling types, like what particular types I'm talking about. So like talking about the file handling modes, first of all, like modes. So yes, we have different type of modes in file, like the read mode, the write mode, or you can say the append mode. So in the same manner, we have some more modes also, like what I can say here. We have RB, we have WB, we have W plus, we have R plus, like these. Now the R, W, and A, these things are clear to you guys. Now I have just added one more mode here. So for that, what I will write here, first of all, let me give you an idea. Talking about R, it is a read mode. Talking about W, it is a write mode. Talking about A, it will be append mode. Talking about plus, it will give you the option of updating. Means you can say both reading and writing. But talking about B, B is basically for binary. So if someone is writing RB, that means R for read and B for binary. So that means it will open a file for reading in binary mode. If someone will write AB, so they want to append the data in binary mode. If someone write W plus, then that means they want to open a file for both reading and writing. So these are the options which we can use. Although in most of the types, like we will use this option, that the RWA. The binary mode is basically used when you want to open or read a file which is not in the text format, like the images files or a non-text data files, like these things. So most of the time we use these one, but yes, you should have an idea of the B and plus. So B is basically for the binary mode and plus is basically for both reading and the writing. So these are the ways of using all of them, or like how we can use that part. So we're not like seeing all the examples on each one of them, but yes, like if someone is asking what is RB, you can say like for reading the data in a binary mode, we can use the RB. Let me just show you one of the option there so that it will be clear to all of you guys. So I'll just open Python here, and here I'll say, okay, I want to open a file, let's say file.txt or read mode as of now, and I'll print the value of f. Sorry, f is the object, so I will first of all read the data and store it in a variable s and print the value s. This is the same code which we have written in the previous, so I hope that is clear to you. If anyone have any doubt, please go through with the previous recording. You'll get a better idea on that. So if I run this code from here, so you guys can check the output. It is giving me how are you, I am fine, which is clear, not an issue. Now I'll do the same thing again. Paste it here, but instead of R, I will use RB for reading in binary format. Now if I run this code, you can see this B. B is basically for the binary format of the data. So it is showing us that the data is in the binary format. Now if it is a like image file or something else, then it will give you the binary, you can say encoding data. So let me check if I have some image, then I will just show you how we can use that part. Just a moment. Let's just let me just put image there in my documents, and then I will try to read it on a binary format. Just a moment. So in my documents, I don't have any image, so I'll just put my image from the pictures. Let's say from the screenshots or somewhere else. Just copy it and yes, guys. So like I have just put a PNG file in my document, and now I will try to read it here. So I will say f equals to open my file that is img.png, and the name will be r. Let's say r. And I'll say s equals to f. Let's first check it out. It is saying no such file or directory img.png. Let me just check the name of the file. Just a moment. It's image, not img, so I have to write image, the whole image. And again run this code. So you can see it is saying that the kernel code cannot decode it. Why? Because right now you want to read a file which is of image format, and I directly want to read it. So instead of that, if I will use, let's say, RB, so now it is saying the kernel coded. Okay, yeah, here you can see where I squeezed lines of 10,542 lines of data. I can extend it like this because the data is very much, so that's why it is giving me, you can say, uh, basically box that you want to see all the data or not. So instead of printing all the data, what I will do is I will say, okay, just give me starting 100 characters of that binary format. So now you can see your image which is converted in the binary format. So whenever you want to read any file which is not in a text format, or it contains some video, some audio, then at that time you can read it in a binary format with the help of RB. Similarly, if you want to write all the, like, we cannot, if I want to like save an image, I'm not able to convert in a binary, definitely. The system will automatically do that. But yes, there are the options of reading a data in a binary and writing the data in a binary format. So you can use RB or WB at that time. So like for a better, you can say for example, you will just check it with one of your system image file for reading it, and you will definitely get the data. So this is a way. Now we will talk about the working with the CSV file in the file handle. So first of all, let me give you an example. What is CSV file? So CSV files is basically known as comma separated variables. Like what happens is, sometimes if we have lot of data, so instead of creating it in Excel, we will use a CSV, that is a comma separated value. It will take less size, or you can say less storage, and store the data. So we can create CSV files on our own also, and it will be easily open on Excel. Now let me show you how you can create an Excel, how you can like open a CSV file on Excel. So I'm just opening my Excel here, guys, and let me just show you that how we can create a CSV file and then save it in the Excel. So this is my Excel, guys. Okay, here I just create a blank workbook, and that I'm going to create some data. Let's say new comma age comma gender, and John 1 25. Now this is the data. Now, like if I save this data, it will be in the XLSX format. But now I will go in my file. I want to save this data as, it is asking like where you will save it, so I'm just saving it in my this PC. And instead of Excel workbook, I will just select a CSV format page. Let me just use the magnifier if it's visible for all of you guys. That will give you a better idea. Yes, guys. Yeah. So here you can guys see a comma separated value, the delimiter which is written here. Okay. Here you can see this. What I have done, I just selected the comma separated value from each. Okay. And then I will just writing a name. Let's say my data, and I will close my magnifier. Increase the size, and I will save it. Now this data is saved in a CSV format. Now let me just open it on my notepad and let's see what is the format of this data. So I will go in my documents again and I will just open that file that is my data. Just a moment guys. I think we have saved this data. Yes, we have saved data with the help of my data. Okay. Let me check in my documents. It should be there. I'm not able to find it. Let me just see. It is inside documents. The name is mydata.csv. Yeah, I got it. So now let me just show you there also guys. You can see it is giving me my data option here. Okay, this is the first file. Again I'll use the magnifier so that it will be easy for you guys to see that file. You can see the my data option. Okay, so this is the file which we have created. Now it's easy for us also to like see the data is there or not or whatever we have here. Now what we can do is just close it, close my magnifier also, and now I will just open that file on my notepad. Just a moment. I'll go in my documents, not in pictures, I'll go in my documents. I will search for my data in my search documents, my data. I'll find this file, right click, open with notepad or wordpad, wherever we want. Just a moment, let me just close this file from here and now I will just open it. So here you can see the output on this screen. Let me just increase the size. I hope the data is visible to all of you guys. Now that means we can easily store the data in CSV format and that can be open on Excel also and Notepad also. So now this is a better way to store a data because that data is accessible on Excel And we all know, like, you can say storing the data in Excel is very good option. So instead of creating the XLSX file, we can create CSV file with the help of Python. Now let me show you how. So here I will again open the same file, that is my data, and I will just try to add some data from here. So for that I want the name, age and gender from the user. So I'll say okay, so name will be the input, enter name. Age will be the enter age. Gender will be the enter gender. Data, I'm again creating a format, so name plus comma plus str of age, because age is integer, plus comma plus gender plus slash n for changing the line. I just want to store this data in my data file, so I will say f equals to open my data.csv, because the file name is csv, the file format is csv. I just want it to open on A, that is append mode. I will write this data in the file and I will close that. That's it. Let's try to do this. So it's asking for the name, so I'm giving the name, let's say Roman, age 37, email, and it's done. Now in the same manner I will just try to read that file here. So what I will do, we know like how we can read the file, so I will say open again the file, that is my data.csv, on the read mode. Then we'll read all the data from there, put it inside a variable, let's say s, and then we'll print the value of s. Now let's check it out, all the commas and all the format. So it's coming in the very good option instead of this line. We all know, because this is the line which is created in Excel, not like our side. So that's why it is like this. So it's not like a big. We have to just focus on our data. Now, what we want is, instead of reading the data like this, we have three ways to read the data. This is the way number one. This is the way number one. Let me show you the second way. In the second way, I will use the same thing. The only thing which I will change is, I will say read 5. Now what is the meaning of 5? Or let's say read 10. Now that means it will read starting 10 characters of the data. So it will do only starting 10 characters. Let us, let's see if it's doing in the same way or not. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. It is only reading the starting 10 characters from the file. So it's not so much useful, but yes, we can use that also. Now after that, we have one more option, that is, I'll again open my file. And here I will say read lines, which means it will read all the lines so it will read the line by line data and create a list for us. Let me show you the output. So let's suppose in my file if I have 100 lines, so it will create a list of 100 elements and all the elements will be stored there. Let's check it out. Here you can see this is the first element, first line, second line, third line, fourth line and the fifth line. Now if I want to print it one by one, I can print it like for I in S, print I. It will print line by line. Let's check it out. You can see all the data like this. So this is the way of creating a CSV file and reading a data from different ways. Also, we have discussed about the different modes of opening the file. So let's move on to our agenda. So we have seen like how we can work with the CSV files, the different ways of reading the file, different type of modes also like the RB, the WB, how we can use that. And we have seen a lot of examples on that also. So yes, this is the particular agenda for this session, and we have successfully completed the file handling because we know like how we can read the data, how we can write the data, and all the parts. Now you can create your own projects or something like mini projects type of things on the file handling, adding the data, deleting some kind of things, or renaming the files and all the things. Okay, with the help of the OS module, which we have discussed in the modules session. So you can do that part also. So this is the particular concepts and the understanding of the file handling which we have to discuss in this session, and we have completely done this part. So at the last, we have a thank you session for all of you guys. So feel free to share your feedback, and if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to ask. You can leave your question in the comment section. We will definitely there to help you. And till that time, do a lot of practice on Python. That will help you more. Okay then. Bye bye. Take care, guys.